We should all know by now the story of Icarus, but if you don't, here's a quick, Spark Notes synopsis. Um, Dude was like, "Yo, what's that? What's that sun thing? The big ball of fire, big ball of light, right?" And then mad people was like, "Oh my god, this shit is hella far, bro. It's like, but it's hella sick. So like, damn, like if we could really go, that would be so fucking tight, bro." And he's like, "Hold on, I'm a, I'm gonna do something, right?" So he makes these wings made out of wax. Ooh, buddy, big mistake, cause if you know about the sun, that bitch is hot. And if there's one thing you need to know about wax, that shit melt with heat. So this dumbass is like, "Oh my god, I'm about to fly to the sun with these wax wings." Little does he know he's doing this shit. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm getting closer. I'm about to touch the sun. Oh my god, oh my god." He flapping. What the heck? Yeah, buddy, your wings are melting. His fucking wings melting. Guess what? He comes crashing down. He's like, "Oh, what the hell?" Like, "Oh my god, oh the sun." So right, he's a story of hubris. He tried to reach the sun, only to fall down. He fucking, and when I think about that story, I'm like, damn, Icarus is just another me, bro. That's my twin flame. Icarus is really me because I flew close to the sun once too. I've talked about this in detail quite a bit, but I fear this is the conclusion of my story because, for the past months, I've been trying to get my fiber up for a bunch of reasons, but mostly because I just be constipated, and constipation isn't a good state to be in. So I'm like, yo, I gotta up my fiber, and I was doing good. I got some fiber supplement. I was taking that shit every day, and I ran out of fiber supplement. All right, that's fine. That's cool, right? Cause our neighbor should be getting like free. I guess the farmers market by the house is like give out free fruits and shit. And she was like, oh, she's like, she gets a lot, so she brings us some pears, some apples, and the pears and apples are the staples. And then sometimes it'll be plums, sometimes it'll be grapes, sometimes it'll be oranges, sometimes it'll be sometimes. And so, right, I've been eating apples and pears because pears are fucking great. Apples are good too. Pears are like the Jokic, right? They're not gonna do nothing too fancy, but they always consistent, right? If you Jokic is always gonna average a fucking triple double, right? He always, or a double double, right? He always gonna get at least 20 points, fucking 10 boards, 10 assists, right? Motherfucker, he's the GOAT, bro. Pairs are like that, right? The pairs are kind of hit or miss, right? They're either too mushy, too hard, but sometimes they're just right there in the middle, great. But they're not too crazy, but they give you a consistent amount of fiber. The apples are like LeBron, right? Consistent. They've been there since day one. If it's one thing about apples, I've had apples since fucking my mind can comprehend me living. Right? This fucking every day in school, it's fucking apples, apples, apples. But I mean, they're good, bro. They're always in season, at least where I live. They're fucking crispy, unless they're not. But the amount of times that you don't get a crispy apple is like the amount of times a shark is gonna fall from the sky and bite your dick clean off, right? In the 20 plus years that I've lived, I've had maybe one apple that I'm like, ugh, this bitch mushy. Like, ugh, this shit is not crispy. And there's a lot of factors that go into apples, right? Like I said, the crispiness, but I haven't had a smushy apple, and it is so unless you are just terrible at fucking picking apples, it is so hard to get a bad apple. But sweetness doesn't really matter, at least to me, because the texture is always gonna be there, and it's always gonna be refreshing, right? If it's not gonna taste good, it's at least it's gonna gush in your mouth with water, and it's beautiful, right? It's just longevity, consistency. It's so there. That is it. Apples are the LeBron of fruits. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh right. So I'm eating these pears, eating these apples, and I'm just, You ever bake a cake and do the little frosting? You ever spread frosting with a pastry bag? It just comes out one nice long snake of frosting. That's how I've been shitting. I sit down, pump out, and I wipe once or twice, and I'd be out. I was a consistent shitter. I was in that bathroom, out the bathroom in under 5 minutes. Whereas, backtrack a couple months, I'm sitting here just you fucking going goddamn fucking Super Saiyan on the toilet, right? And so I'm like, that's not healthy, cause I'll get a fucking aneurysm, a fucking hemorrhoid, might even get a wombo combo, get the 2-piece combo, fucking aneurysm, hemorrhoid, and that's not fun. And on top of that, colon cancer's on the rise, and that's connected to fiber. And I'm like, all right, let's boost this shit up. And so we fast forward, right? We're past the fiber arc, right? We're all out of fiber, right? I tore through them apples. My fiber supplement's done. I don't really feel like buying new shit, cause money kind of tight and fucking account. So here I am. I'm scrounging. I'm fucking scrounging. I'm looking for. I had some old ass almonds. Them shits got kind of a little bit of fiber, but I'm averaging. I'm like Bradley Beal right now. I'm fucking washed. I'm averaging like maybe 6-9 grams of fiber at best, and it truly that's where, when I talk about Icarus, that's how I feel, because I was so high up. I was just pumping shit, fucking just dropping shit with no effort. I was just a graceful fucking defecator. I was just defecating with so much class, so much steez. Like I was just shitting with swagger. And now I'm a fucking bum. You put me on that fucking court, I might get you a rebound, but it's gonna take all my fucking stamina, man. And I think, like, when I shit, it takes so much, and I go, and it's just bloop, bloop, just a little morsel of fucking shit, just a little fucking pathetic Tootsie Roll, fucking not even like a half-eaten pathetic fucking Tootsie Roll in the toilet. And I look, and I'm like disappointed, because yes, I like to see where I'm at with my shits. I take a shot. Okay, that took a little effort. Hopefully, it was good product, right? Hopefully, it's good in color, good in quantity, right? And I go, and it's this nasty, pathetic little green shit. And it's like, come on, man. We're back to square one. So I realized how important it is to not take anything for granted. Be happy where you are. Don't do nothing stupid like building wax wings and going towards the sun. But I'm grateful for that experience I had, where I was just 30 grams of fiber every day. I was shitting bliss. It was pure bliss. No effort, getting on there, just shitting good. Just good shits all around. And now I'm a husk of what I once was. But eventually, the good thing about fiber is that it's not a basketball, about shitting, it's not a basketball game. Right? As long as you get your fiber up, again, you can reach your prime shit form. So, if you're out there and you're like, damn, my life sucks, let this be a lesson. Rock bottom, rock bottom is the lowest that you're going to go. Now, rock bottom could always get deeper, but it's always going to be rock bottom. And the lower you go into rock bottom, that ceiling is just going to get bigger. So if you're all the way if you're at ground zero, ground negative 1, 2, just know you have so much room to just go all the way to the top. Now, what does this have to do with shit? I just told you. I'm sitting here crying on the toilet because I'm pumping out, Hershey's Kisses and little, specks of blood, right? I'm sitting here putting my heart and soul into these shits just to pump out molecules of fucking poop. And, I don't know what you're going through, right? But this is my rock bottom, but I do, you know, rock bottom doesn't have to be a bad place. You know, I'm looking up and I'm like, oh man, 30 grams of fiber days are gonna be so fucking sick. I'm gonna be my fucking prime again. Yeah, so if you're at rock bottom, just know your prime is just a climb away. You know, you just got to get yourself out of rock bottom, and you're back to your prime. So this honestly might have not even been a good example, but I hope this helps someone. Uh, it sure helped me talking about it because I'm thinking about it. Ah man, 30 grams of fiber. It's gonna be so great when I'm back there. But I'm gonna suffer for a couple days. But what's life without a little bit of suffering? You know?